Hello everyone. The topic of this presentation is based on computer network. Today we are going to discuss network survivability. Verifying network survivability is just the first step in network planning. Survivability means preserving network service even when a part of network is failed. Let's take a scenario. There is a communication network which consists of number of user terminals and some access point, that is APs. Here user terminal may be mobile phone or 802.11 base computers and AP represents cellular base station in a city. Suppose earthquake happens in the city, then all telecommunication infrastructure destroy. In that case, how we will maintain network survivability? This is pictorial representation of given scenario. From this scenario, first we will have to form a graph in which all user terminal and access point will be used as a node and all communication link as a graph edge. Let GVE be the graph presenting the physical topology of network. For network survivability design, we assume that the degree of every node in the graph is at least 2. This condition allows every node to belong to a bi-connected component. Let's discuss some key points. After this, you can think how we can solve this problem. For this, we will take different graph structure. If G dash and G dash dash have at least two common nodes, then G is two connected graph or bi-connected. In figure 1, G dash and G dash dash two subgraph and B and F are common nodes. In second case, if G dash and G dash dash only one common node, then G is two connected graph but it has one articulation node that is common in both. In figure 2, node F is common between G dash and G dash dash subgraph. If G and G dash are separated by a cut path, then G is not two connected graph and cut path cannot be protected. In figure 3, B, A are cut path between G dash and G dash dash. And at last, if there is no common links or node, then G is disconnected. So now we have seen this key point for determining the connectivity of a graph is to find all bi-connected component in the graph. So think how you will find all bi-connected component means there should be no articulation point. You can remove all vertex one by one and check whether graph is connected or disconnected. But you can better from this. Think about it. What methods you can apply? What about depth first search, that is DFS? Let's try it and see what happens. Take our scenario graph and apply DFS on it. According to DFS, the current visited node is pushed into the stack and search will continue until there are no unvisited nodes reachable from the current node. After applying DFS on the graph that is shown in figure 5, you will get DFS tree that is shown in figure 6. After getting DFS tree, you will check all condition of DFS tree to find articulation point. First, root node is articulation point if it has two or more children. Here in this figure, node A is a root node and it has only one children, so it is not articulation point. And the second case, leaf node cannot be articulation point. In this figure, node B, E and node D is a leaf node, so it cannot be articulation point. In the case of internal node, we check whether child of subtree of internal node climbs up to higher level or lower level using back edge. So C is only articulation point here in this figure because no child of subtree is related to any back edge. What happens when we connect A to B, B to E and A to D? Is there any articulation point or not? In that case, only node B is articulation point. So you have seen DFS is better than remove one by one node. Using that approach, you can easily find your network is survivable or not in an area. Thanks to all.